Howdy heartthrobs. Well, it's meant to be a filthy one tonight, so I thought, what better way to test my new bit of kit? It's not going to be a video purely about the kit. I just want to give it a soaking and see if it works like I hope it works. Oh yeah, and before I forget, this is the same place where I went for a Burton that time. A bit of a 10-foot fall, so I'll try not to do that.
What's that lurking in the woods? Is it a bear pulling its pud? Oh no, it's Nobby on the prowl again. Scratching his back against a tree, then digs a ditch and bends both knees to squat above it, dumping wild and free. Nobby, 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 pot man and pot beast, to cook a roadkill feast for you. Nobby, 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 you can find him in the woods, gotta wonder what he's up to. He'd admit he looks sustained, surprised the hammer takes that weight. Yeah, he's no oil painting, that's for sure. And he don't suffer fools at all, he's got a friend with just one ball. Deep down we know he loves us all, but we never let it show. Nobby, 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 pot man and pot beast, to cook a roadkill feast for you. Nobby, 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 you can find him in the woods, gotta wonder what he's up to. Get a fire going, chuck a rabbit on, maybe a wood pigeon will save the bacon grill till morning. And he's gonna try a running somersault, oh no. Nobby, 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 pot man and pot beast, to cook a roadkill feast for you. Nobby, 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 you can find him in the woods, gotta wonder what he's up to. Nobby, 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 man and pot beast, to cook a roadkill feast for you. Nobby, 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 you can find him in the woods, gotta wonder what he's up to. Nobby.
So then, this is her setup. Put her a little bit wonky with that inner, but all I need to do when the wind comes in, kick that pole out, tighten the tensioner there, make that tighter. I've purposely put it so the wind comes rushing through and into that end, purely so I can test what the wind's like up against the end. Now, the ground ain't the firmest here, so if it does really blow up, I stand a chance of losing pegs. My fault, I should have swapped out the pegs like I tell everyone to do. I'm going to get a brew on before it starts hammering down. I might even set me bed net up. No one's going to come down here. It's lovely, absolutely beautiful here. I'm sweating like a madman. Merch, yeah, if you like that, link in description below. If you like that, link in description below. But nice open view, close it down. I'm not going to keep harping on about the tent. I'll let you know how it cracks on when the weather starts coming in. I need to get a brew on because I'm a little bit parched. So then, plenty of little critters crawling about. Wildemark sent me a couple of these a while back. I say a while back, there's a long bloody while back. For me to give it a crack. So I brought the couscous with me. I've got the reindeer stew one at home. I'm taking on that long hike. And a brew. So, here goes nothing, eh? Pot's boiled. Couscous. Do I look like a vegan? I like couscous. Let's have a look here. So we've got the fill line there. Try not to set my tent alight. Oh, that weren't good, were it? And now I've got no arm hair left either. Right, what have I got? Little bit of titanium in there for good measure. We up the fill line. As near as, damn it. Put you there for the brew. Take you out. Still trying not to set my tent alight. Give her a stir. And make me brew. Should have made me brew first really. I'm going to have couscous flavoured coffee. Live and you learn, didn't you? That smells delicious, that. Good viewing this, isn't it? Watching a fat, sweaty, middle-aged man stirring couscous. That really does smell nice. Ha 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 ha. Right, how long? Not good. How long am I meant to leave that for? I'm going to say 5-10 minutes. It does say on there somewhere, I saw it earlier. Right, let's make me a brew. I really have burnt all the hairs off my arms. Couscous and a brew. Damn it. Bit of cold water because I won't say I'm a girl because I know it upsets people. Good health. Not a bad cuppa. Lovely day at the minute. It is meant to come right in later though. Have I been silly putting my head straight onto it? But the whole idea is I'm meant to be testing the kit. That's why I've done it. I would have put it across there. Definitely need longer lines. That way I can have them pegged right up. But that's an easy fix. If you attach one line to each end, it will find its centre naturally. You'd hope. I'll turn you off now, eh? It don't suck being here, you know. A little bit windy, but very shortly, as you'll be able to see, all that lot's coming over here. Nearly lost the mainland already, look. What a lovely little spot. GoPro's playing up again. Don't make me buy a new one, although I want a new one. Gorgeous little spot. Look at it. Just right for a couple of tents or a couple of hammocks. There's no way anyone's coming down here. All the lichen on the trees. You'd be able to scare the crap out of people here that believe in ghosts and that. Ash says ghosts in here. Come down for a camp. Ooh. Nice, isn't it? Just having a little look for these trees because they're dead. There's nothing coming my way I can't see, but they are rattling around a bit. Find out in the morning. They're not big. Not big at all. Still leave room for a bloody scab though. I might crack that chair back into life. Oh, it definitely don't suck here. Well, sitting in my chair that Johnny gave me. Cheers, bud. Trying some couscous and lentils. Let's have a look. 507 calories in this one. I don't know the price. Sorry. Tasty. Bits of carrot and all sorts in there. I think I put a bit too much water in it though. Very nice though. I've got a reindeer stew one at home. And a porridge. This weather's luring me into a false sense of security. It's meant to hoy it down later. I'm right on the sea. Well, you would have seen, I'd imagine. So I'm going to get battered by the wind. Hoping these pegs hold. If not, I'm going to have to put some rocks on them. Because I didn't change the pegs out like a knobhead. Put the t-shirt through the ringer and all. Sweating like a gypsy with a mortgage. That's probably not PC. There ain't any offence meant by it, but they don't have mortgages, do they? One thing I'm looking forward to, because it's raining all day tomorrow as well, being able to pack up everything in the rain, acres of room. Look at all the room for activities. And yeah, at the end of the day, the tarp can just get shoved in a dry sack straight on top. Everything should, that's the plan, everything should stay dry. You know what they say, best laid plans than that. It's nice actually to be out. I love camping with Johnny. Love camping with Mark, but you know, I don't need to try and decipher what Johnny's saying, and I don't have to keep feeding Mark his ADHD medication. So it's going to be a nice chilled out night, crack a beer, listen to the rain on the tarp, maybe put a podcast on, maybe a bit of music, who knows. Might even have an early night. I won't have an early night, I'm a bleeding raging insomniac. But looking forward to it. It's lovely down here. There ain't much worse than looking at someone eat. So, I will turn you back on later. If it does hammer down, I hope it ain't as bad as what Ash had the other night, because that was howling. And then again, I'm not in a 600 quid tent either. Ash Outdoors UK, give him a look, he's just about to do the coast to coast. But he's a bit of a hippie. That don't matter, he's a nice bloke, but he's definitely a bit of a hippie. Love you. My little £10 airbed. I bought two of them, popped one, so I'll fix that. But it is one of the most comfortable things I've ever slept on. Nowhere near as good as a hammock though. So hopefully they'll come back in stock and I'll buy a load more, because they're well worth it. But I forgot my bleeding pillar. Rookie mistake that. There's your B-roll, now breathe out. Ah. Really ain't a bad little place to be. I am loving the feel of this shelter. Happy days. I'll close them sides down tonight though. See if it gives me any condensation issues. But it's a real nice place to hang out in, I've got to say. On a glorious day like this. One little downside I have thought of actually. If you shut these sides down, don't give you any room to cook, but you have still got shelter out the front I suppose. But stupidly I put my door facing the wind, so I'll have to get my windshield out, just thinking out loud. I'm half a kip. Someone's trying to message me. Believe it. This place, even to get to the bit which is a nightmare to get down, is a nightmare to get to. It's really not an easy place. You've got to want to get here. I've just seen two people up on the cliff top above me that seem to be looking down at my tent and seeing if they could see me. Now they mooched on away, obviously thinking they couldn't get down. But what are the bleeding chances of that? I lived here years and I didn't know it. Fucking hell. I lived here years and I didn't know it existed. Soon find out. I'll hear them if they come down. I think it's just a young boy and a girl. So, the last thing they're going to want to see is some fat middle-aged man sitting around a fancy feast stove. So one of the things I weren't too keen on was the colour, but to be fair, it don't really stand out that much. Does it? Happy days. Now, in a minute, I'm going to do something that seems a bit counterproductive, but as you can see here, that rain is pretty much on us now. But I'm leaving it up in porch mode just to see if I'm on the moor or something like that and it does start hammering down, can I wait it out without being all enclosed? I reckon I will. If not, I'll jump in, zip her up. Brew on. It is 7 o'clock, so any time now the heavens should open. It's definitely coming in. It's about halfway across the sea at the moment. Forgot how chilled out solos are. Just been laying down listening to a podcast. Can't argue with that. Although it is good to have a few rum and cokes and a laugh. She'd nearly be ready. Table's still working. Hubbly bubbly. Only trouble is, I've only really got enough meths. Whey, that's a stupid idea, wasn't it, Clark? Only really got enough meths for either a coffee in the morning or another bit of scran tonight. So which one do I go for? I've eaten and not overly hungry, and you've got to have a cup of coffee in the morning, haven't you? A little bit of cold water. Make sure that don't set alight to my tent. Just in case. Yeah, so I've tightened up that side and this thing is proper rigid, got a big old air gap there. What I'll do, when I shut it down, I'll show you, pop in. Oh, waffling shite bag. Right, the wind seems to be coming in this way quite a bit now, it's getting a little bit nippy. I'm going to drop the sides, still no sign of bloody rain. Can't believe I'm complaining about not having bloody rain. Come on, you ham-fisted spadoofer. Still got some views. That stopped the wind. Great! Well, I'll shut my eyes for half hour at about 9-10 o'clock, and it's now 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, been a bit windy. No rain as yet. Can't believe I'm let down by the rain. And I'll guarantee you that it will hammer it down just as I'm packing up. So, been pretty windy. Shelter's done me proud. Absolute no sign of condensation on the inside. Why would there be? Bloody tarp, ain't it, really? But yeah, God, there's been no rain. I'll be going in a couple of hours. One thing's for certain, I definitely came underbagged. Just the wrong side of cold. But it is pretty nippy out. I've just been out for a lag. And it's not the warmest, and as I say, it's still very windy. So all in all, yeah, not a bad test, but no bloody rain. Anyhow, still a cracking night. I've slept like a bugger. Right, there you go. You can still hear that wind. It's really tightly pegged out. I'll show you in the morning, as long as it ain't pissing down. Look, 76% chance of rain all night. And it never bleeding happened. Jesus! What are the chances that you come out with 80% chance of rain all bleeding night and not a sniff of rain? Shocking. But it was still great to get out. Seriously good to get out. Oh. 5:15. Have me brew. I'm pretty much packed up in now. Whip her down, tidy up, and make like a shepherd. And I'm actually hoping now it don't rain, because there ain't no testing. It's just going to get me wet. See how rigid that bad boy is. Oh. But see, all of that should have been stinking all night. Never mind, I'll have to have a dry one.
Let's go outside. It's so long since we've been deep in the woods with the fat lad. We need to step away from the screens. Go pack a bag, whip up some lunch. You need a break from the wife's flatulence. You've been too long inside, you're about to buzz. Just let us out and let us dream, and go wherever we want with extra cream, all the way to the top. And you know we won't stop as the penny drop. You gotta step away from the screens. A solo camp hammock under the light of the moon. And sometimes you bring Bramblehead. If you're lucky you might get some poontang. It's more likely with Johnny. We've seen the way you look at him, and the fear in his eyes as he zips up the tent again. Just let us out and let us dream, and go wherever we want with extra cream, all the way to the top. And you know we won't stop as the penny drop. You gotta step away from the screens.
Well then, that's another one done. As you can see, no trace left. That was already there. Let's face it though, that definitely ain't offensive. Yeah, I'm going to walk out now, try and climb up that bleeding big hill. Got about a mile and a half, 2 mile walk with the car. Back home, shit shower, shave. Obviously not the shave. And then I've got to go work on my house all day. Woohoo! But a cracking night was had. Didn't get to test the kit the way I wanted, but it was, oh god, snotty snitch, a seriously chilled night. Sorry it weren't a rip roarer, but just what I needed, that. A real relaxing, long sleeping camp. Have it. Right. I shall be seeing you, Ron, unless I fall on my arse again.